What if the secret to stronger legs and less pain was already in your fridge? If your knees feel stiff in the morning, or walking has gotten harder with age, you're not alone. But some simple foods, already sitting in your kitchen, might help ease that discomfort and support better movement. Tap the like button if joint pain has touched your life. It helps others find this message. And if you're new, consider subscribing for more gentle, science-backed health tips made just for folks over 60. Now let's talk about the first fruit that can make a real difference: berries. Whether you reach for blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries, these little bites are filled with something called antioxidants. Think of them as your body's cleanup crew. They help sweep away the inflammation that can build up in joints and make movement more painful. The most powerful antioxidants in berries are called anthocyanins. They give berries their rich colors and their pain-fighting powers. Inflammation is a major cause of arthritis pain, especially osteoarthritis, which is very common as we get older. By adding more anthocyanins to your diet, you help lower that inflammation naturally, without harsh drugs or side effects. One study showed that women who got more vitamin C and E, both found in berries, didn't lose bone density over time, especially when paired with light exercise. That's key. Stronger bones mean better joint support and less discomfort with movement. It's not just about easing pain. It's about keeping your body working well, day after day. Berries are easy to eat, too. You can sprinkle them on your breakfast, blend them into a smoothie, or just enjoy a small bowl after dinner. Fresh or frozen, they still give you the benefits. Aim for a half cup most days, and if that sounds like too much at first, even a few spoonfuls are a good start. Worried about sugar? Berries are low on the glycemic index. That means they won't spike your blood sugar like some other fruits. So even if you're managing diabetes or prediabetes, they're usually a safe and smart choice. And here's something small that makes a big difference: variety. Don't just stick with blueberries. Try blackberries, strawberries, and even tart cherries when they're in season. Each one has its own unique set of nutrients that support your joints in different ways. Now picture something crunchy and familiar: the classic apple. It's one of the most common fruits in the American kitchen, but also one of the most powerful when it comes to joint health. Apples contain a natural compound called quercetin. It helps fight inflammation, just like the anthocyanins in berries. But it also helps protect the cells in your joints, especially the cartilage. Cartilage is the soft, flexible tissue that cushions your bones. As we age, cartilage wears down. That's one reason joints become stiff and sore. But by giving your body more quercetin, you may slow that process and hold on to more comfort and mobility. The apple peel is where most of the good stuff lives. So don't peel your apples. Eat them whole. That way, you get the most antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber. And yes, the fiber matters. Apples contain pectin, which helps your digestion and feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut. A healthier gut means lower inflammation across your whole body, including your joints. Vitamin C also plays a role here. Your body needs it to make collagen, the protein that holds joints together and keeps them flexible. Apples give you a good, gentle source of it, along with hydration and a little natural energy. Try slicing an apple and pairing it with a bit of cheese or nut butter for a satisfying snack. Or bake it with cinnamon for a soft, warm treat that's easy on your teeth and kind to your joints. One a day is a great goal, but even a few apples a week can offer benefits. Some folks worry about the sugar in apples too, especially if they're managing their blood sugar. But the fiber in apples slows down how fast that sugar hits your bloodstream. That makes them a smart snack compared to processed sweets or fruit juices. So that's berries and apples. Both sweet, both familiar, and both full of joint-friendly nutrients. Now let's talk about something rich, creamy, and a little more unexpected: the avocado. Unlike berries or apples, avocados aren't sweet, but they are full of healthy fats, the kind that actually help reduce inflammation instead of adding to it. If you've been told to avoid fat, This may sound surprising, but the fats in avocados, especially monounsaturated fats, are essential for helping your body absorb vitamins and fight pain. Avocados also contain something called avocadine. It's a natural compound that's been shown to act like a gentle anti-inflammatory. It won't cure arthritis, but it might make moving easier and pain a little less sharp. In studies, avocado extracts help ease joint discomfort in people with osteoarthritis. And while eating a whole avocado isn't the same as taking an extract, it still provides those same nutrients in a natural, food-based form. You'll also get vitamin E, which helps protect your joints from daily wear and tear, and lutein, a nutrient that's good not only for joint tissues but also for your vision. As we get older, every little bit helps, especially when one food supports multiple systems at once. If avocados are new to you, start simple. Spread a slice on whole grain toast. Mash half into your salad. Add a spoonful to a smoothie. You don't need a full avocado every day. Just a few bites a few times a week can still support joint comfort and overall wellness. And if fresh avocados are too pricey or ripen too fast, try frozen or pre-mashed options from the store. Just check the label for added salt or preservatives. The simpler, the better. These three fruits, berries, apples, and avocados, each work in their own way to reduce inflammation, support cartilage, and make daily movement feel a little smoother. They won't replace your medication or physical therapy, but as part of your everyday diet, they can give your joints what they need to stay strong, steady, and more comfortable. Now here's something many people don't realize. The food you eat doesn't just help your joints in a few hours or even a few days. It's the long game that matters. Think of these fruits like daily maintenance for your body, just like brushing your teeth or stretching in the morning. The benefits build over time. One bowl of berries won't erase pain, but steady habits can slowly shift how your body feels. This is especially true when it comes to inflammation. Chronic inflammation doesn't scream. It whispers. A little stiffness here, a little swelling there. Over the years, it wears down your joints. But when you feed your body the right nutrients consistently, you help lower that silent fire. You give your joints a break. And in time, that comfort adds up. Now if you're wondering, do I have to eat these every single day? The answer is no. You don't need to be perfect. What matters more is making them a part of your regular rhythm. Maybe it's berries a few times a week, an apple with lunch, and avocado toast every weekend. That kind of variety keeps things interesting, keeps meals enjoyable, and still brings the benefits. And it's not just your joints that benefit. When your joints hurt less, you move more. And when you move more, your muscles stay stronger. Your balance improves. You feel more confident walking to the mailbox or standing up from a chair. All of that leads to better leg strength over time, not because these fruits build muscle directly, but because they help remove the barriers that stop you from staying active. Let's pause for a second. Have you ever had a day where your knees hurt so much you skipped your walk? Or stayed seated longer than usual? That's how joint pain sneaks into your routine. It makes movement harder. But the less you move, the more strength you lose. It's a tough cycle, but one you can shift, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. Now, here's something else worth knowing. Not all fruits are created equal when it comes to joint support. While fruits like bananas or grapes are nutritious, they don't offer the same anti-inflammatory punch. Some fruits are higher in sugar, which, for some people, can actually add to joint swelling. So focusing on the right ones, like berries, apples, and avocados, means you're getting more of what helps and less of what doesn't. And here's a myth we should clear up. Some folks think you have to follow strict diets or take expensive supplements to support your joints. But in many cases, simple whole foods do more than any pill ever could. Why? Because your body recognizes food. It knows how to absorb and use the nutrients from real fruits and vegetables better than it does from isolated extracts. Food gives you not just one vitamin, but the entire package: fiber, water, minerals, and plant compounds all working together. That's why a fresh apple may do more for your joints than a vitamin C tablet. It's why real blueberries beat out flavored snacks. Whole foods nourish your body in a way that's hard to bottle. Now, if you're already eating these fruits, give yourself some credit. That's a win. And if you haven't started yet, it's never too late. You can begin small. Even keeping a few frozen berries in your freezer is a great first step. Add a few slices of apple to your lunch plate. Mash avocado into your tuna salad. Tiny choices become habits. Habits become results. You might notice you wake up with less stiffness. You may find stairs feel easier. Your walks may get a little longer. These are the kinds of small victories that come from nourishing your body from the inside out. Let's talk about routines for a moment. Most people eat about the same things each week. So if you can find a way to slip these fruits into your usual meals, you won't have to think about it much. Maybe Monday and Wednesday are berry mornings. Maybe Thursday lunch always includes apple slices. Sunday brunch? A little avocado with eggs. When you tie these foods to a routine, they become automatic. That's where the magic happens. And don't worry if you live alone or cook just for yourself. These fruits are low prep and low mess. They don't require recipes or fancy cooking skills. Berries can be eaten straight from the bowl. Apples need nothing more than a rinse. Avocados can be scooped right onto toast or spooned into a salad. It's as simple as healthy eating gets. Here's a little trick, too. When you're at the grocery store, spend more time in the produce section. The more colorful your cart, the better for your joints. Look for dark blues, bright reds, and rich greens. Those colors signal the presence of the same antioxidants that protect your joints and reduce inflammation. And when you shop, think ahead. Buy a mix of fresh and frozen. Frozen berries are picked at peak ripeness and retain most of their nutrients. They're great in smoothies, oatmeal, or just thawed in the fridge overnight. Apples store well for weeks in a cool drawer. Avocados can ripen on the counter and be stored in the fridge to slow them down. A little planning makes it easy to always have one or two joint-friendly fruits within reach. Of course, food is just one piece of the puzzle. If you want stronger legs and more comfort moving through life, pair these fruits with light activity, walking, stretching, even gentle chair exercises. Movement keeps the muscles around your joints strong. That support can help reduce the pressure on your knees, hips, and ankles, making each step feel lighter. But here's the beautiful part. When your joints hurt less, you want to move more. And that's the momentum we're after. If you've made it this far, you care about your health. And I want to remind you that small changes can bring big relief. You don't need a total overhaul. You don't need to give up your favorite meals. Just start with one fruit. Then add another. Build from there. Before long, it won't feel like a change. It'll feel like your new normal. And if this has sparked any thoughts or questions, drop a comment below. What's one fruit you're excited to add to your diet this week? I read every comment, and it's always inspiring to hear your stories. Now let's take a moment to think about the bigger picture. These 3 fruits, humble, everyday choices, are really part of something much deeper. They're tools, not flashy or trendy, but practical, proven tools that work with your body, not against it. And when you give your body the right tools, even small shifts can unlock real progress. Let's say you start eating berries a few times a week. You may notice fewer aches when you get up from the couch. Add in a daily apple, and maybe you feel steadier on your walk. Work in some avocado, and your joints might not throb so much after a long day. These are the kinds of results people don't always notice right away. But over a few weeks, your body starts telling a new story. The stiffness eases. The swelling shrinks. Your legs feel just a little more willing. That's the power of consistency. Not magic, not hype, but nutrition doing what it was designed to do. And that leads to something else, confidence. When your joints are more comfortable, your mindset shifts. You feel more in control. You're less hesitant to walk the long way around the store or climb those stairs. That sense of ease, of being capable in your own body, is one of the most underrated forms of independence. Too often, people think strength only comes from lifting weights or doing hard workouts. But strength, real, lasting strength, starts in the kitchen. It starts with the foods that reduce inflammation, protect your tissues, and help your body recover from the wear and tear of life. And when you combine that with gentle movement, stretching, and a little sunlight, your body thanks you in ways you can feel. Now, let's address something that sometimes gets overlooked: medication and diet. If you're already taking medicine for joint pain or arthritis, know that these fruits are not replacements, but they can be allies. Think of them as your support team. They don't interfere, and in many cases, they may help your meds work more effectively by reducing baseline inflammation. And because they're whole foods, they also support your liver, your kidneys, and your digestion, systems that need care, especially if you've been on prescriptions for a long time. But there are a few gentle cautions too. If you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor before suddenly increasing vitamin K-rich foods like avocado. If you have trouble with digestion or certain fruits, introduce these gradually and see how your body responds. Everyone is different, and listening to your body is key. Still, for most people, the benefits far outweigh the risks. And there's something empowering about knowing you can support your joints without expensive supplements or complicated diets. Just real food, simple habits, a little intention. And if you've been through joint surgeries, like a knee replacement or hip procedure, know that recovery isn't just about what happens in the hospital. What you eat afterwards can speed healing and reduce lingering inflammation. These fruits can be part of that recovery process, helping you bounce back with less pain and more stability. For those still waiting on surgery, even better, supporting your joints now may delay the need for major procedures. And if surgery does become necessary, you're setting yourself up for a smoother path ahead. That's the beauty of starting small. It gives you options. It puts some control back in your hands. Now I want to speak to those who might be feeling discouraged. Maybe your joints hurt every day. Maybe you've tried a dozen remedies and nothing seems to help. It's easy to feel like food won't make a difference. But here's the truth. Every system in your body is influenced by what you eat. Your joints, your muscles, your bones, even your brain. So no, an avocado can't erase years of pain, but it can be part of a shift. A slow, steady change that leads to better mornings and easier walks. You don't need to overhaul your whole life. Just add one supportive thing. Let that one choice ripple out. And remember, your body wants to heal. It's working for you, even when it hurts. When you give it what it needs, it knows what to do. That's why I keep coming back to these fruits. Not because they're trendy, but because they work. They're supported by science, backed by tradition, and most importantly, they're accessible. You don't need a special store. You don't need to count grams or follow a strict plan. You just need to start. Maybe that means tossing a few frozen berries in your oatmeal tomorrow, or slicing up an apple with peanut butter after your afternoon walk. Maybe it's scooping out an avocado and enjoying it with a squeeze of lemon and a pinch of salt. Simple choices, real results. If this message spoke to you, if you're ready to take even one step toward feeling better in your joints and legs, give this video a like. Share it with someone you care about. And if you haven't already, subscribe so we can keep growing stronger together. In the comments below, I'd love to know, what's one fruit you're going to try this week? Your story might be just what someone else needs to hear. And if you're looking for what to avoid, especially fruits that might increase inflammation, we've got a video coming soon all about that. Until then, keep nourishing your body with love, with movement, and with the quiet power of everyday foods. Your joints will thank you.